Equiseyami. Welcome.
I'm Maddi Krulicki, and I'm the artist that's putting together this immersive audio walk for the Silverdale Creek wetlands.
Take a moment and feel the earth beneath your feet.
I'm born and raised in Chilliwack, but I have indigenous lineage in the name of First Nation. I'm primarily a musician, but nowadays I call myself a multidisciplinary artist. I do a little bit of everything: graphic design, drawing, painting, music, and now sound engineering.
Right now, in this moment, everything here is breathing together. Breathe with it.
So essentially, I'm telling the story of Silverdale Creek wetlands from the perspective of the creek, or the telo, as an elder. Telo means creek in Halkomelem, which is the indigenous dialect of this area, the Stalo territory. And it's essentially telling the story of the restoration of the area, how it was supposed to be taken over by urbanized construction, and how they've restored the area, and how that's brought back all the clean water, the plants, the animals, and how we as humans use it as a resource, and how we should respect it and take care of it over time. The number one thing for me was being able to give something that is unable to speak for itself a voice. I'm also a very introverted, quiet person, and I think sometimes the quieter things in life nowadays are just overpowered by louder sources. So to be able to give something so sacred as land a voice, that was really special to me.
Welcome to the Silverdale Creek wetlands. When you're ready, the land around you has a story to tell. The creek, the telo, is not just a waterway. It's an ancient ancestor.
My first tool I used was just like a recording device on my phone. Tried to get as many samples of the area as I could, field recordings of water and birds. And I also used databases of sounds that were recorded by other people throughout British Columbia to add to that different sounds of birds and other animals in the area.
The story of the telo begins with the simple teaching: we are all connected. Water, plants, animals, people, each one is necessary for the health of the whole.
I also used First Voices, which is a indigenous language database as well. So I learned more about the Halkomelem language there to build off of knowledge that I already had. Since working on the project, I've been incorporating more of the Halkomelem language into my life, especially when I'm in nature. I was out at a trail and there was a great blue heron there. It's called the smokwa. And I started calling to the smokwa, saying, "Oh, smokwa, shuli," which is the life force energy. I was saying, "Kwasai," like, thank you for being here with me. And it kept coming closer and closer to me. And I was like within probably like 3 or 4 feet from it. It was just like, I've never been that close to an animal that's usually so, like, it'll fly away really quick if you even walk by it. So I just feel like that was something that I would have never done if I didn't work on this project and try and incorporate that more into my life.
Witness her moving slowly and carefully. Standing still, waiting, then striking with precision. She glides across the creek with grace, reminding us that life can flourish when we move with care. When we fail to see the life in something, we give it a name that makes it easier to harm. Pest, weed, vermin. Names that close our ears and stop us from listening.
I'm hoping that what I've been through with spending time here, I hope it brings people outside in a more intentional way. I think a lot of us, we live a lot of our lives inside now, and we think, oh, well, we need to get outside as like a task that we need to do, something that we need to go and get our steps in and be in and out kind of thing. And I really want to like encourage people to be in a space where they can fully immerse themselves into nature and just feel more of a connection with it, because we are also animals at our core, right? We're Earth's creatures as well. And so I hope that we feel that sense of belonging, and I hope that that inspires people to be more intentional when they're outside in nature.
The elders teach that when species are lost, their stories are too. Not because the land is angry, but because it's been pushed out of balance.
Yeah, I really just hope that people can find a way to listen to things that are silent, that aren't speaking to us necessarily with words, but there's an energy, there is a life that exists when you just take the time to slow down and listen to it.
The oldest telo stories teach that our disharmony comes from forgetting how to live in relationship with the land that came before us. Their teachings are not only warnings, they're stories of change. And luckily, for us, the next chapter is still being written.
We as people, everything that we get in this life comes from this earth. And it's our responsibility to take care of that and give back to it, because it gives to us freely every single day, and we exploit that. And I think that the more time we spend in nature and understand its language, it's better for all of us. Yeah.
The Statalo invites you to listen, be present, and immerse yourself fully into the natural wonder that is the Silverdale Creek wetlands. Because you too are part of this story.